Hi everyone, Viz here. Today we'll be looking at the patch notes that came out on July the 17th for Pax Dei. There are quite a few changes, but we're looking at the most important ones to us. First one is the new building signs, which have finally been added to the game. You'll find them in the props menu, but they behave like building pieces and you build and place them at once. Signs can be placed, they can be placed on the ground, on all props, and on building pieces. They cannot be placed on top of another sign. So this is going to be really good, because when you've got like lots of chests scattered around and you want to label them, then just add a sign. And there are some points where you can actually add two signs. So like for in this case here, it is cooked bread. So therefore I've put the cooked sign for cooked meal and the bakery sign next to each other to signify that you have cooked bakery products in there. You can also do this with meat products as well. You put the meat sign and the hot meal sign, and that signifies that you've got hot meals made out of meat. To make these signs, you need 2 resin, 1 plank, and 1 charcoal. To do that, you go into the props menu by using your hammer, and you'll see all the signs available in there. The second new item added to the game is all your builders out there. By pressing F while holding a building piece in construction mode, you can cycle through the snapping points of the building piece. So this makes it much easier to place beams and floors and everything, because they can now cycle through the snapping points. We did have an option of the cinematic camera where you could press F7 and you could see a full view around you without the onboard UI or anything like that, but that has now been disabled outside of home valleys. So otherwise it is disabled in the wildlands, the dungeons, and in the lioness, which is the PvP area. We've also had some new resources added. We now have plum trees. They may slightly impact the locations of the apple trees, but they should not impact any other resources. I have not found any plums yet, but I am on the lookout. There has been one thing added regarding resources, which everybody is happy about, is the increased drop rate of hides. Before, we could only get the T2 hides from bears, and they were not the easiest of kill, especially if you were solo, without finding ways of doing it like standing on trees and stuff. You can now get these T2 hides from stags. I have not found them in deers yet, I've only found them in stags, and you can get some smaller ones through the little rabbits, so it's now worth killing those poor little rabbits. Bless them. Prime hides, they have been removed from the game. Basically, it was too soon for them yet. I don't think anybody was actually using them as yet, so they've decided to remove them at this time. There was apparently a very nasty issue where some people with certain specific settings were able to change other players' chest privileges. Thank goodness this has been fixed and nobody can do that anymore, as it was quite nasty one and people were stealing stuff of other people's chests. This cannot be done now, so this has been stopped. Thank you, Pax Dei. There's also an issue where small props, when placed on the ground, would disappear. Leave them on the ground and suddenly they'll go poof and they disappear. This has now been stopped and fixed, so hopefully these small props will not be appearing anymore. This was down to an integrity check that obviously it was failing. In crafting, they have fixed the odd and unexpected disappearance, apparently, of the raisins recipe. They've put it back. I've not found this raisins recipe. This may be a higher tier one that I haven't got to yet, but apparently it's been put back, so that's good. Regarding combat, there's been an issue has been fixed where stunned characters were still able to block when they should not have been able to. So now when you're stunned, you stay stunned. Apparently, they have removed the home shrine icon. If you're in a province that does not belong to your character, you will not see the home shrine icon there anymore. The crossbow skill has been removed from the game as well, mainly because we don't have any crossbows yet. Obviously, this is something they will add into the future, but not at the moment, so they just removed the skill. So that's I would say, the main important things I've noticed within the patch notes. There are a few more fixes, and I shall put a link to this down below. But these, I think, are the main ones that I've noticed, and a lot of other people have noticed. And I think definitely the game is going in the right way. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a subscribe and a like to get notified when I post more YouTube content. Take care, and thank you for watching.